Okay. Now we're live. Woo!
Now Vince is live. Bots is about to be back.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hopefully
Two
we have
geniuses on stream today.
absolutely. We definitely didn't accidentally click the mute button on the mixer itself.
Oh,
All right, guys. We are back with Squad Goals yet again. It's day 2 of Squad Goals. On stream, we have the Meat Men playing against Conan and the Barbarians. The two players that have rocked up on stream are Conan himself and Curtis Osborne, two very, very good, fairly well-known Marvel Crisis Protocol players. This should be a good game.
yeah. And they're running pretty similar rosters. They both are doing the Steve Hulk Cable core, but they in this game they've drafted pretty different setups. So this is 20 points on Scoundrels and Inhuman Weapons. And Conan on the left has Steve 1, Hulk, Sam, Shang-Chi, and Gorgon with reserve members. And Steve 1 is the leader. And his other cards are Assemble, Recal, Brace, and I believe Sack. No, Patch Up. Excuse me, Patch Up. And a key thing to note is he did not bring Chi Mastery. Like he doesn't
Okay.
have Chi Mastery on his side. So then on the other side is Curtis, who is running Steve 1 as leader, but he's got Shang-Chi, Gorgon, Black Panther, and Jane, the Mighty Thor.
Mm-hmm.
And he does, so he's got Brace and, I can't remember if it's Patch Up or Sack. See if we can figure that out. And then Chi Mastery, Avengers Assemble, and no battle plan. I think he's got the Ancestral Wisdom for Black Panther, if I remember correctly. So
And that's the count skulls for a turn?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Card's strong.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think that was, I saw Curtis on Discord like a week ago talking about how that was the card that convinced him to bring Black Panther back into his Avengers list, was that new addition to it. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think Black Panther is kind of slept on in Avengers right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he's really, and I mean, just like everything else, just like every other model in the game, Steve 1 really turns him on in a way that it's not
absolutely.
actually available in other factions. So.
Yeah, there's like 4 models that like Steve does nothing for.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we've seen Conan on stream before, correct?
Yeah, he was in the last, or was it
2
the
rounds
last?
ago, right?
Yes,
Last-
you're right. 2 rounds
2
ago,
rounds
because last
ago.
round was the Midnight Suns.
And
yeah.
Conan's been playing a kind of typical, or not typical, but like a 2 fronts plan.
Yeah.
Where he'll play like up here, he'll put like Steve and Hulk, and then down here he'll put the rest of his team, and he'll try to play like literal 2 fronts to like fight over the midline things.
Yeah.
But this being Scoundrels, I don't think that's going to be a thing that he's doing. I think we're going to have a lot more crossover
Yeah,
because we're not on Wedding Party.
totally.
Or,
and there's like, yeah, go ahead.
Fisk.
Right, and it's also there's 9 points on the field, and it's all individual pieces. Like there's not, it's not.
There's no big twos.
There's no big twos, exactly. This is also, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure from talking to Conan yesterday, this is now the first game this event that he has not played Cable. Like he's opted to go a little bit wider than he would otherwise, because he's played Hulk every single game, which I think makes sense. I mean, Curtis is not playing Hulk here, but I think most Avengers players running this list play Hulk literally every single game. And he's played Cable every single game until just now. So it's sort of interesting that I guess maybe the math at 20 doesn't work out in a way that he likes.
No, I think it's
So-
Scoundrels.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Cable
'cause,
is
he
not great at
loses-
Scoundrels.
Yeah, he
Like
loses a lot having to deal with the cover. Yeah, totally.
Cover is very good against things that are 5 dice and less. Like it's incredible into that stuff, and even Cable with his rerolls like doesn't cover
Yeah.
such a.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
All right, and then we're being distracted by the players.
Yeah,
who
they're
are yelling
catcalling.
across the thing at us.
They're catcalling us.
Despite being mic'd up, they don't know what's going on because they can't hear us.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have got Hulk up top here with who's hiding right here? Who's this?
That's Shang-Chi, I'm pretty sure.
That's Shang.
Yeah, it's Shang, because then the bottom is from top to
yeah,
bottom.
Gorgon.
Gorgon, Steve, Sam. You can see
Yeah.
with their shiny shields.
Absolutely.
And Curtis has priority. Oh, it's also worth mentioning, they told us this before the game started, before the stream was working, but these two guys, despite having different sets of 10 and different tactics cards, they have the exact same 6 scenarios. So for scenario choice, priority didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Curtis won prio, but it didn't change what scenarios were coming out.
And it's interesting. So I actually think that's like kind of less interesting than it normally would be for like 2 Avengers players to have the exact same roster.
Yeah.
But because the team tournament is Crisis exclusive or unique crises,
Sure.
Highlander crisis, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It means that both teams have kind of agreed that that's what Avengers needs to cover.
Yeah, totally.
All right, looks like we've got Steve walking up, hiding behind this thing here.
Yeah, and he threw one shield at Black
Shield at
Panther
Black
and
Panther.
got no damage, but still got the power. And I think it makes sense for Curtis to open with Black Panther just because he's so dang tanky. It's like, it's okay that he's on the mid line. It's not super threatened, especially with Hulk on the top. So now he's moving up his Shang onto his back scoundrel. Oh no, he's going. Okay, he wants both extracts. He's
Yeah,
not
I think
letting.
I think you just pick up. I think there's not enough threat over here to actually to kill these models.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it makes total
You're
sense.
going to take 2 4s and 2 5s maybe.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, yeah. So both of those guys back there do have charge online, like because of Steve leadership, like both Sam and Gorgon. And with reserve member Gorgon can hurt a little bit, but still, these are like Curtis's. Both models here, Shang-Chi and Black Panther, are insanely tanky, at least from close range. So.
All right, and we've got a walk charge coming out of Shang to punch Hidden Steve here.
Oh, he got a stagger, but it's on Steve. It's not a huge deal. And looks like, sorry, did I hear he got power? No, he didn't get power, so he couldn't pick it up. Conan Steve blocked it entirely. So that's kind of rough because that means he's not getting that extract advantage there. But I still think that Curtis has like identified a weakness, like you're saying. They're not really threatened, and Curtis really wants to take advantage of the fact that these models, really every model in the field, because they're both Steve 1, right? Every model in the field is insanely tanky.
Yeah.
So
I also think like this is a little bit of a tragedy for Curtis here because 2 damage here, 2 damage hitting Steve puts him with lets him back up to max and pick this up.
That's true. Yeah. But the thing is, yeah, Steve was able to boost that defensive roll because he didn't pick up an extract. So, yeah, so Gorgon walks and then charges, probably going into Shang, but I guess I'm not sure. And
I mean, wherever he's going, he's going to stand on the thing. He's going to be punching blanks regardless. I think you put it into Shang because he's easier to kill.
Don't you want to wait? Oh yeah, because Shang doesn't have power. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Shang doesn't have power to punish you right now, and he's less tanky than Black Panther.
Okay, so Shang got stunned and tanked the damage. Looks like we're two dudes hitting each other and doing
nobody's
no damage.
picking up the crisis.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that's so
nobody
funny.
can make power.
I feel like Sam is still good for it because he's got gainers, right? But
yeah, I think you throw shield here with Steve.
yeah. Yeah, because you still want the scoundrel in the back, you're saying?
Yeah, because there's no reason to come up and put yourself at risk.
Although he brings the bodyguard forward, and he's getting 1 point either way. But
I guess that's true, but Sam takes the point either way.
okay, so that's true, but I think he should walk up because Sam could knock him off of that back point, like with the shield throw when Sam charges. But Sam cannot. I mean, unless he dazes him, but he's probably not going to daze Steve. So I think it's right to take the extracts.
I think you are right.
Because of the possibility that Sam, because, under Steve, Sam can start the I push 4 models, by the way, I'm a 3-threat train right away. So.
And Steve is the most likely thing for him to push. So this is going to be a charge walk.
Okay, so now he's thinking he wants to, get all the way over to the other point, which.
Yeah, I mean, you need the points.
Yeah.
In the mirror.
And I think his Steve is on the back point, right?
Interesting. So this isn't a charge into a walk. This is a walk into a charge.
Yeah.
So he's going to charge, and he's going to end up pushing people back towards his deployment zone.
Ah, yeah, good call. That's smart.
Why do you think that? I guess it just keeps things farther away from Sam, but Oh, get out of the Shang. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So
right.
he's able to clear Shang and shoot Shang's just normal Def 4,
Yeah.
no spice.
And this is a good opportunity because Curtis's Steve does not have any power to bodyguard. Yeah.
So it looks like a big roll coming out of Conan here.
No, I think that's just 2 of those are shields. He did 1 damage. I think he did get the push though if he wants it. Or wait,
The push is on damage, so he's got the push.
yeah,
And he has the
and he
ricochet.
does ricochet. Yeah. Okay, ricochet into Panther, which is
Yeah,
probably not
ricochet
doing
first
damage,
before push. Not that it matters because Shang appears to be base.
Black Panther blocks it all. Sam gets another power. And now resolving the push on Shang, although that looks pretty tough to execute.
I mean, I guess he must literally not be base contact.
Maybe
but
he can go like that, but yeah.
let's look at it from top down.
Uh,
It looks like maybe there is an angle there.
that might be lateral. I mean,
mean,
Curtis
Curtis
is
is
okay
letting
with
it, so
yeah.
it probably does exist.
Yeah. If that actually, if that lets Hulk smack Shang around, I mean, he's only going to get 1 attack.
I don't know that you can afford to spend those 2 models activations
Oh,
coming
yeah,
over there with the points that are on the board, and just let Curtis have all this real estate
have the
up
other
here.
points. Yeah, you're right.
And
You're
that's
right.
not. You can't do that. As juicy as killing Shang is.
Yeah, because Curtis was unable to generate any power with his actions, the bottom half of the map ended up neutral. So
Maybe you could commit Hulk to the midline and walk Hulk to the midline here and then throw this thing at Shang.
Yeah,
and maybe
yeah.
get brace.
yeah, Shang definitely Shang has power, so he would be able to brace, but you get the brace early. And there are 2 for size 4 things. They're both these trailers. And I mean, I don't think. Yeah, Curtis's list has no way to use those size 4s. He can throw a size 4 enemy with Gorgon, but he has no terrain throw. Oh wait, no, Jane's terrain throw.
Yeah,
right?
Jane
yeah,
it's
never
Jane.
mind. Yeah, Jane wants to.
And she throws size 4 terrain, right?
Yeah,
I'm
she
pretty
does. She
confident.
does. She definitely does. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot Jane was on the field. Well, then Jane probably would love to throw that middle thing at Gorgon if she can. And she probably can't get over there and still score points, though. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, I definitely think Curtis could have reasonably expected that the bottom half of the map was going to be points in favor for him instead of neutral, and now he's feeling a little bit less good about that.
Well, it's so funny. Several of them just kind of took. I don't even know if they were that greedy, but they took attrition lines
Yeah,
and got completely stuffed, which hindered their ability to play the extracts.
yeah.
And now there's just this big fight going on in the bottom
Yeah.
where everybody's just tickling each other.
Okay, so Gorgon just ran up to the middle thing. I think Curtis is just saying, please please waste your time hitting my
We've got
Gorgon.
Shang activating here, coming out from behind the building.
Yeah, he's going to charge into Gorgon.
Yeah.
Or into Shang. He could do Curtis's Shang also. And we do, keep in mind, I think this probably will matter a lot at some point. Curtis's Shang has Chi Mastery. Conan's Shang does not. Yeah. But Conan's Gorgon has reserve members, and Curtis's Gorgon does not. So.
Whoa.
Oh my God, 3 and a stagger. Jesus.
Yeah, 5 successes on that.
Yeah.
To, 1 power. Yep. And we're 1 inch punching off the point. Shang
Well, if he's going to spike, I think. They're just discussing.
Okay.
I think it wasn't clear that Gorgon was base to base there. So Kurt is just saying that he has to be pushed more laterally. Gorgon has to be pushed more laterally.
Yeah, he's saying that there's a discussion of, so from Curtis's perspective, he thinks he's base to base with the shadow of the truck.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so
all
it's
right, so just declaration of intention,
Yeah.
slight change of where he goes.
the reason that mattered was because if he was base to base, then he can't be pushed in such a way that he continues to contact the truck and therefore gets stunned.
And leave the point.
Yeah, and leave the point, and therefore gets
You
stunned.
could leave him on the point and just contact him into the truck.
Right. But he figured out a way that he could knock him into something else and get stunned anyway.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so we just have Jane left on Curtis's side, and of course Hulk is last on Conan's side. No surprise. Jane has her charge up. She's got a double walk and charge. She can't double tap anybody here, but who she chooses, I mean, do you think she's in range? No, she's probably not in range of Curtis's Gorgon. Or, I mean, sorry,
Man, our
Conan's Gorgon.
I think one of these extracts could be left on the ground. Like,
Yeah, I think so too.
maybe you.
Because she has no way to get 2 points, basically. Like,
Yeah.
maybe she could get to the middle point. Like, she'd pick, well, but then she wouldn't be charging. So, yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
I think maybe you just walk charge the midpoint.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Yeah, because she could fly. She gets up top on the 4. And she's also probably going to get to throw this 4, or at least has a chance. Oh, no, he just double walks and throws. And gets the brace out of Shang-Chi immediately.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Curtis is really worried, I think, about Hulk. Yeah, Hulk being able to use that size
into
4.
his Shang or whatever.
Yeah. And
I think Curtis is Conan's set up here to go up on points.
yeah,
Pretty bigly here.
I mean, yeah, he could grab either of those extracts and then jump back onto his point or Curtis's side point, and then probably punch Gorgon once, I think.
I mean, I think, don't you just like kind of take the things and have Hulk like over here somewhere?
Yeah, that's sort of what I was
and
thinking.
pick up both of those and like not really impact on the game a ton.
Well, I guess what I was saying is I think if you I think he could be here and have picked this up. Oh no, that's probably. I guess
No, you have to.
he would have to
walk.
be higher up here, so he probably can't attack Gorgon. Yeah, never mind, I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for letting me scribble.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think you play Hulk a little bit passively here is what I would do.
Just trying to see the top of the clock. Yeah, it's still on Curtis. So. Oh, he's assembling. He's doing an early assemble to try to fix this point issue. I think that makes sense because he can also. Can he get? Huh? Can he?
Yeah.
Well, man,
Yeah,
that's
he's
kind of rough because none of his people on the bottom can have power to move. Like they can't get back on the point that Conan's Sam is on. That should be Curtis's ideally.
Yeah, because everybody.
Because it's only Gorgon got hit wait, sorry. Yeah, Black Panther and Steve didn't get hit. Shang got pushed to the middle, and then Gorgon is not an Avenger, so he can't assemble. So it was literally just a Shang-Chi assemble. That's pretty rough. I think that indicates that Curtis thinks that this turn went pretty bad for him.
That
and
one victory point is worth
is
playing assemble.
It means something, and it means that so how many points up would if he hadn't done that?
Okay, so that would be probably middle drawn.
Yeah.
Right? So that means that Curtis has the 3 extracts,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Does he even have 3 extracts? No, he has 2 extracts because there are 2 up the top. There's only 4 here. So
It's not 3? It's
no.
not
That's
one,
a
2.
wound. The top thing up on Gorgon is a 3-point wound.
Oh, it's a 3-point wound. Okay.
Yeah.
So he would just have the 2 points.
And it would be 2 to 4 because Conan would be able to pick up an extract and sit on one of the other points, and then he has the 2 bottom points. So basically, Curtis is changing it from 4 to 2 to 3 to 3, probably. I mean, depending on what.
I don't think it takes one of Conan's points. I think it's a 1-point swing. I don't like this Avengers play at all.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, 3 to 4. 3 to 4. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
3
made
4
it
from 2 to 4.
Yeah.
I don't think that's worth Avengers Assemble at all.
That does feel a little bit more desperate than I feel like the situation is now. I mean, it is advantage, and it's confirmed advantage. He guaranteed basically gets a point from using Avengers Assemble, which is good. But he loses a lot of threat later in the game, so I don't know.
All right, and then
Anyway, while we were yammering, Hulk threw something at Gorgon.
who looks like he took 2 damage from it.
Yeah. So yeah, 4-3. Oh right, I'm the scorecard man. Conan goes up 4-3, and it's turn 2, and Curtis has prio.
Yeah, I don't like that Avengers at a symbol play.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like we're in that dire straits yet. Like,
Yeah, I think 4-2 is like totally, like, yeah, that's your first turn going kind of badly,
yeah.
but
I think the only reason that could be good in my head is if the difference in Shang-Chi's position in the center made a difference. Like for this turn, not just for the points, but like here. But I don't really understand how it could have.
yeah, I don't know either.
I think Curtis kind of has to, like, I think he's feeling like he has to activate Shang-Chi first, but Shang-Chi is stunned. So he can still charge. He got his 1 power, but, like, he's not going to get a lot going on here. And I don't know. Because, like, the thing about this is that positionally, Curtis's points are, like, his extracts are south. And if he keeps moving south, I think that's pretty good for him. Okay, he's going with Gorgon to get him out of there.
But he doesn't have extract, like.
I think it's easy to win the bottom because those two.
But winning
Conan
the bottom isn't enough.
Yeah, it would only be 4 points. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Okay, so Curtis rolls 5 against Shang-Chi's 4 with cover. And.
This is
and got an inhuman reroll into another one, so he got 2 damage on.
Inhuman? Oh, this is Gorgon going into Hulk?
Yeah, it's Gorgon going into Hulk. Oh, into Hulk.
So
Why does he have cover? Oh, right, scoundrel stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Oh, he's spendered.
Oh, boy. He opens with the spender and then goes to move, but he never marked the stagger from Shang's activation.
Damn, that is brutal. Yeah, Curtis wasn't aware of the stagger. He was, like, planning for 2 actions there.
Yep.
So he threw. So I mean, that is why I think or a big part of why Gorgon is in both of these lists is he's able to throw models like Hulk despite being a 3-point model. And his spender's nasty, and it did a lot there. And I don't think it hit the stagger though. Yeah. Oh no, it did hit the stagger. So Hulk should also be staggered. I don't see a stagger over there. Am I missing something? Maybe. I mean,
I think Curtis is probably just tilted off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but I mean. Conan should know it too. I mean, there's a chance that Conan just put the token down on his card and I can't see it, but we'll see later. Anyway. Yeah. So that's rough, but I mean, he did actually, okay. Obviously, he would have wanted another action, and he was planning for another action, but I think he did get value out of Gorgon there. Like, Hulk being all the way back there, and especially if they remember the stagger, God willing.
I don't think it affects that much.
You don't think so? Because it's a further throw than the jump. He's going to have to walk.
But it doesn't look like they know the stagger there. I don't hear either of them say it. It's definitely not been marked.
Well, maybe the exact same thing will happen. Like Conan.
But I don't think Conan will agree with it because Curtis hasn't said anything. Whereas
I don't know that we heard everything Curtis said in that. While we were talking about the math, he might have said stagger, but
I am having a little bit harder time hearing him over.
Okay,
Conan,
I can
but
turn
also
him up
Conan
a little
is
bit.
literally the loudest man on earth.
That's true. Yeah, we could probably hear
All right,
Conan without a
mic. This is a charge from Sam. Into Shang.
Gorgon takes 1 in dazes from Sam charging like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought it was into Shang initially. My God.
No, it was in Gorgon, who only had, I think, 1 HP or maybe 2. No, he must have only had 1, so.
So the stagger is right below the objective. Oh, it's on the card.
Okay, cool.
Or is that not Hulk's card?
That's not a Hulk's card. It's the next one down. I see the objective. Oh, I do see the stagger.
See
yeah,
it's
okay.
right
I thought that was a wound. That's it. Okay, we're good.
You're right. Good call, Connor.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat. Mm-hmm. I'm such a tokens on the table player.
Okay, so yeah, now Conan is trying to move north side, which makes sense, because that's where his strength is. He already got a daze up there, and I think he also just doesn't want to deal with Black Panther. Like, he wants to make Black Panther, like, have to...
spend actions to
get over there.
Get value out of his
matters.
activations.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Curtis's 2 hard hitters here are really Jane and Black Panther, if they can get going. And Jane is in a good spot to deal with this, but Black Panther is not. So, and Like, I mean, he can attack Conan's Gorgon, but Gorgon takes a while to go down, especially with a reserve member, and he's also just not very valuable. So,
Oh, that's right. Reserve members also works on defense, doesn't it?
yeah, once per turn you get a bonus die on a defense roll. Also, yeah. And then there's also, we got to remember there's a Steve hiding down there. Like, oh yeah, the mouse is going to be over here. Yeah, so Steve is right there. So, and I mean, so Conan still has a mild threat down there. He hasn't just like totally conceded that part of the map. But I think he will want to eventually, if not this turn, the next turn. But perfect, thank you. Okay, so Curtis is considering. They're actually, even though Curtis has been in the tank twice now, they're even on clock. I guess Conan was thinking about some stuff too, and I don't know how I feel about whether clock will matter. So far there hasn't been a stream game where clock really mattered. Nobility got low in his game, but it didn't end up mattering. But
yeah, I also just think that like at 45 minutes, like games of Marvel, I think if you guys are both playing max speed, are like an hour.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And so like 45-minute clock gives essentially players that know what they're doing so much time to really like game out things in their head.
Yeah.
And take a lot of time to think about whatever they're doing here. Who's your... Okay, so this is Conan picking his activation here?
Yeah.
I think you want to hold Hulk.
Can you read Curtis's cards, his tactics cards? I can't really. But so it's Brace for Impact and Patch Up are the bottom two. And then I know he has Chi Mastery. So the last one is...
So it's whatever this is, and it's like a one-word card?
Yeah. Because if that's Battle Plan, which I don't think it is, but if that is Battle Plan, then I sort of know what I would do. But because he really needs Shang-Chi to not be stunned. But, okay. So Steve is just backing up and consolidating Curtis's points advantage down here, making it clear that if Conan leaves, he is going to get those points. And I guess he's holding Black Panther because it takes 2 activations for Conan to unpack away from Black Panther.
It is very interesting to see how much they're trying to get range 4 attacks on Shang's.
Yeah.
It's a big thing with the shield throws are the best tool both of them have to deal with Shang-Chi's.
So he got a ricochet. He's looking. It bounces into the Steve back there that's hidden. One of the things I love doing with Red Skull 2 grunts is doing the suicide attack where they move and then get reroll any into Shang-Chi to back them away from Shang-Chi out of 3 and then shoot him once. The grunts actually do a ton of damage when you do that
well, I
to
mean,
them.
he's weak to energy.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
Well.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so he got some good damage on there. I think I didn't hear how much Shang took, but he's at the top, I believe.
Conan's Shang or?
Yeah, Conan's Shang. Sorry.
Conan's Shang's right here.
Oh no, he's right there. Okay, so he took 3 damage. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, it makes sense that Steve would be over to the side. Okay. Man, this is a really tense game. Even though I do think the first turn went well for Conan, no question, and Curtis both, in my opinion, made a little bit of a misplay with the assemble and also fucked up not knowing about his own model's stagger. I still don't think this is like wrapped up or anything. I think this is like, it's really, a lot of this is going to depend on how Jane does once Curtis decides to get her going.
I think if I'm Curtis, I'm activating Shang here, and I'm trying to put stagger on Jane.
I mean, if you're Conan?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
I think it's either. So I think you activate Shang here because he's in the most risk.
Yeah.
And I think your play is either to push Jane out of what he's doing and then come over here and use whatever his BS ability is to then get the rest of the way onto the point.
Yeah,
Right. I think the other line is you can charge Steve here and push him, and then with your second action or with your first BS superpower, get onto the point, and then with your second one, push Steve off the point.
Yeah.
I don't like that as much because then you're at risk of Panther.
I was
going
going
to
say, I think Curtis would not mind that because remember, Conan already used Brace also. So Panther is really threatening to Shang because of the pounce. So I think it's a little scary to bring him closer to Panther.
So it looks like he's punching Jane.
And she takes 3 out of 3.
3 out of 3. Do we have the stagger? No, there's no crit.
No stagger. Yeah, no stagger. Okay, she is going to get pushed. Probably. I don't think she'll reach that light post, so I don't think she's going to get stunned. Oh, he's pushing Shang, not. Okay, he did the after move or the after attack move instead, where he's advancing. Okay, and now he's.
I think I pushed her and then charged. Oh yeah.
He's staying within 1 of Curtis's Shang to hit him with the. Wait, why 1?
Within 1 of the point.
Oh, of the point. Right. Oh, to make
the-
sure.
to
Yeah.
score
Good call.
the
Yeah.
thing
To
here.
make sure that he doesn't accidentally give Curtis cover.
All right. So. Yeah, I think I would have pushed Jane and then charged into place and tried to push her again. And tried to double push her.
Yeah, tried to get her stunned back on that lamppost or something. Oh, stagger hits this time.
3 with this.
So he takes 2 more. Jane takes 2 more and
staggered.
So she's taking 5 off of that activation and a
Nice.
stagger. Good lord.
That Shank's so
Yeah, man,
stupid.
he's a cheater.
What a dumb model.
Yeah, he's evil. Why does he have a stagger just like on a trigger there?
Yeah, yeah. Well, but at least it needs a shield.
Yeah. Okay, so
So Conan kicking himself because he pushed the clock to Curtis before he announced his trigger with Shang, and he doesn't want to ask for the take back. Just showing himself.
I like
I like
that.
the clean. I like the cleanliness
good, clean
of that.
fun. So, I mean, the good news is at least Jane still has her charge, and she now has 1 billion power if she wants to use her super cool spender. I don't know what the good target for that is. I do think so. Okay, I think on one sense her best target is Sam, just because he's annoying. He's over there. He's in the way, and if she goes over there to hit him, she's not really in threat of anything. Like she's pretty far away from Hulk, right? The bad news is that I think if she could come south, she can use that other size 4, and. Again, Brace no longer on the field for Conan, so I think that's a big deal.
I like going after Sam here. I think she's got good odds to kill Sam if she can get to the point.
Yeah.
If she can't, I think she still has it because if she can get to 2 of this building here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, she can still throw the 3. Yep.
throw the 3. Like that's good ammo to use.
That looks reasonably within 2. It's at least possible.
I think the question is more, does he have this? Let's get a better
yeah.
look.
So she does get to within the scoundrel.
She is on the scoundrels.
Yeah, that's what they were saying because it had moved, but there's a marked place, so they just measured it off the marked place. He's getting. Okay, well he's 5 before his rerolls. Well, 7.
Good night, Mr. Wilson.
Block 3, take 4,
Okay.
and then she's.
She hit the wild.
Yeah, right.
So
She hit the wild, so she throws him.
She throws him into
so
the
he's
thing.
dazed.
She just kills him on 1.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not like okay.
That's
so
a pretty good activation for a staggered
I was going to
5.
say, like, I'm not actually sure. Maybe he would have done something different if he had 2 actions, like before this. But if this was his first action, I'm not sure what he would have done with his second after successfully dazing Sam. So I don't know.
I think if you have your both actions, I think making a play for like using this truck
Yeah.
to put damage on Shang is like more appetizing.
Hulk, Gorgon, and Steve left on Conan's side, and Black Panther and Shang and Panther, right? Because Gorgon went at the start. He was the guy who staggered. Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay. So there's going to be no opportunity to pass for Curtis. He's like down 1, but Conan's going now. So. I mean, I think Curtis is starting to unpack his bad start. He's definitely not out of the weeds yet. But the nice thing is he's going to have priority next turn too. Hulk is going to get to go last, but he's staggered. and kind of far away. And Curtis does have prio going into the next turn, which I think he wants, because I think he wants another activation out of Jane before she goes down, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm curious if this is. I think this is just staying on the ground again this turn.
I kind of think so too. I mean, that could be Hulk's only action, but that seems kind of crazy to do.
No,
with
Hulk has one.
Oh, he has one. Right. Yeah, he picked one up. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, so Curtis could go grab it with Shang, but that puts
Yeah.
Shang in range of Hulk. So I don't know. I think you might be right.
So, I think Curtis is sitting here hoping that either his Shang lives
Yeah.
or that Hulk goes and then he can reapply the stagger
Yeah.
and surf off of Hulk and go get that thing and like do work on the way. I think that's a pipe dream. No, I don't think that's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
happen.
I don't think
you're
there's-
holding that Hulk to
Yeah,
last.
Conan has no reason to
to activate Hulk. Hulk is under
Yeah,
zero pressure to
Yeah,
activate.
yeah. There's absolutely no reason.
Sean Blake, I'm not sure what Wilson as Cap or Falcon means.
Maybe
maybe you're asking.
Steve one is the leader.
Yeah,
of
are you
both,
asking which
both
is the
squads.
leadership? It's a fun concept. He's Falcon if he's not the leader, and he's Captain America if he is.
That's a good point. Okay, so Conan's Gorgon walked and then charged and is punching Jane. So he's stun. So the stun's going in for sure.
Yeah, spend.
Curtis is re-rolling and blocks
Buying-
2. So no damage, but is stunned. Tragic.
Well, at least she's loaded, but yeah, stun is a big deal on all the Asgardians.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just a pain in the ass for. It's just the sheer ability to put out conditions that both of these lists are sitting on when they're already insanely tanky is so rough, and so efficient. So, I mean, in the mirror match, it feels like it's not like a huge advantage because they both do it, but man, it's such a strong list.
I think. I wonder if Shang. So I think I go with Shang here. And I think you. Oh man, I don't know. I want Panther to go after Cap,
Yeah.
and guarantee the Cap's off the point. Because killing Cap flips priority.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Curtis
But
really wants
maybe
to hold on
killing
for
Cap is fine because it lets you come. It forces Hulk to activate and lets Shang come get this, and the likelihood that Hulk kills Shang seems low.
it. Okay, well, I think Curtis is thinking what you just said because he's pounced.
Okay, so
I don't-
pounds towards.
I don't. Is Black Panther likely to do this?
No. Especially because it's Steve in cover and he doesn't have a second attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's
so this
pushing.
is just an action tax. He's going to go middle with Panther here, and then he's going to plan on rotating Shang next activation.
Yeah, maybe Shang comes down and ties the point that Steve will be on. Oh, he's backing up. Wow, he's really. I don't get the backup there.
Yeah, I don't either. I think he has to come here.
So I mean, Black Panther is holding an extract, but I feel like the advantage of Black Panther here, or at least one of the advantages, is that he can hold an extract and he's still so tanky
This
that
is
he can
Curtis
be
and
fighting.
Steve, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Again, the downside of the mirror.
Yeah.
I don't love that activation
I
at
don't.
all.
I think pushing was right, but I agree with you. He had to come central. Black Panther had to come central. Black Panther is stealth, right?
No.
No. Okay.
It's
Right.
Black Panther 3 is
Right.
stealth.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
The Black Panther in your faction is stealth.
Yes.
Yeah, and this puts Shang, Shang could legitimately die here. This is Avengers
Yeah.
Assemble, right? What else would Steve
I think it
make
has
sure-
to be. Yeah, because he's got
This
one
is
less
Assemble
card.
coming
Yeah,
out.
and
I like
Hulk's-
this Assemble a lot.
I think this is the time for it because Hulk's having activation problems,
Yeah.
and he really wants to flip
See, Curtis,
Jane.
this
Clearly.
is what Assemble looks like. This is how you use Assemble. Hashtag Vince is a jerk.
I mean, it's still true. Okay, so I guess I think devil's advocate at least for Curtis's play here is his extracts are nowhere near the fight still because the two extracts he's holding are on those two people in
Yeah,
the
they're
corner.
here.
Like they're at no point in this fight, regardless of how it goes, is he in danger of losing extracts ever. So I think that's good.
It's good, but I don't think you can afford to be this passive when you're chasing.
Okay, so Shang took 2 from the Steve shield throw, and only gets 1 power because he's stunned.
Yep.
That does mean, I mean, so Conan definitely had a chance to daze Shang, but now that he hasn't, he's given Shang.
Well, he has another throw, doesn't he?
No, because he assembled, right? You're right.
Yeah.
He totally does. Okay. Well, if he doesn't daze him,
Are we just forgetting?
I don't know.
Did I miss the first attack and it bounced?
Maybe.
I have been gabbing up a
Chat?
storm. I guess with Steve activating here and Hulk coming up aggressively, I do think you come down and you push this.
Yeah. I mean, I think he just like.
I think you just
Curtis just
take
needs
the L here.
Yeah. Curtis just needs to maintain control of the space he can control, and he can't control anything near Hulk.
Yeah, correct. Hulk is going to win whatever of these points, and he might win both.
Yeah. He still only has one action. I mean, he can leap and attack, but he still only has one action. So.
But he could leap, hit the push with the attack, and then do a throw and clear 2 points.
Yeah. True. Oh, I've been credited with something. Conan called using using the 2 sticks in unclear ways to measure each other. The bot's school of measuring, which I think is unfair.
It's the bump school of measuring.
It's the bump school of measuring, and also I kind of learned it from Leaf.
Oh, Steve was staggered?
He was? From whom? Oh, from last turn. That's exactly right. He got the stagger turn 1.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Shang-Chi got the stagger turn 1. See, this is I really
This
wish.
is why the tokens need to go.
Yeah,
on
I really
the
wish people would
characters
put conditions next to their characters.
Yeah, I can't.
But whatever. Okay. Well,
just like
it's
a
all.
sea of tokens on the characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Connor Rooney.
Glad somebody's paying attention to this game.
Yeah, someone knows how to play. Shang
right,
charges.
Shang charge.
I think macro-wise, this is the right choice to
I
go
actually
down
think
here.
macro-wise, it's the wrong choice.
You're
I think-
crazy. Where should he go then? He's in danger everywhere else. He's got 2 HP.
no, but I think it's the correct micro decision. I think macro, I think it's kind of like you just admit that Shang's dying this turn and then have him in a good spot to impact the board next turn and maybe activate Hulk.
I think if he does that, he has too many things that he needs to activate first next turn. Like he's scared of Jane getting hurt, and he's scared of Shang getting hurt. And he can't lose both of those. So
I just don't.
I missed. Okay. Steve got 1 HP left. Okay, so Steve gets dazed. I think he did 3 damage on the first attack and 2 now. But
Yes, Connor, Shang-Chi is absurdly fair.
okay, Hulk shakes stagger, and then he's leaping.
Yeah, and he's going to try to put down Jane here, I think.
Yeah, it makes sense. So I mean that means that Is Conan's Shang on the middle point, do you think? I think he was, right? He was measuring from that before.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
That looks really close. But anyway, okay, so that means...
I remember they checked it when they moved her. So
she
it's-
has 2 HP left, right? Because she has 7 on the front.
You know, I don't know. I don't play against mine. I know she has 6 on the back. She might have 8 on the front.
So Curtis blocked it, took no damage. He did get the push trigger. Hulk got the push trigger.
You just push her off the point, win the point.
Yeah, so that's going to be 1.
It'll be
Probably the middle point is taken.
yeah, definitely middle point. We remember him measuring it.
Yeah.
So he'll have 3 points to 3 points. 3
He
points to 4 points.
Yeah.
Okay, so tie game again.
Wait, he chose not to push Jane, which is crazy to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because she can brace still. Like, what are we doing here? I don't understand.
Is he spending a thrower?
No, he's throwing the terrain. Like, he didn't push her, and now he's throwing the terrain at her. She has to.
But she stays in range of the terrain. They're base contact.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm
I don't
with you.
understand this
Yeah,
at all.
I don't get it either. I don't understand why she's not somewhere else getting stuff thrown at her, or being thrown off the point.
Okay.
But So I also don't understand why Curtis isn't automatically bracing this. I don't. Because he has prio. If he has prio. Yeah, okay, he braces it. Good,
Okay,
thank God.
he's just thinking about it.
Yeah. I think that was the right call, because I think he's okay activating Jane first.
Yeah, I mean, especially. Why is this? What?
So that point was tied. So Conan gets 2 points from extracts and 1 from the center secure. And
It sounds like that's not what's happening.
no, 3 for Curtis and
It should be 4.
no, they're right because they've just moved the points. We can see the scoreboard.
Curtis has 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're not writing anymore. No, it is showing up on the screen too. No, Curtis has 4. Conan has 3. Sorry, I might have misspoken.
So Curtis's are. Oh, he has 1, 2.
Doesn't he have the second extract?
No, this is other extracts here.
Oh, you're right. Okay, well, I'm going to update it to match their thing, and then I'm going to figure out what's going on here.
Can you see our?
So this is their scoreboard. They have it at 7-7.
They have it 7-7.
So
It should not be 7-7.
are we sure that there's not?
Oh, maybe Jane didn't actually get to the point.
I could have
think
sworn
that's got to be it's the only explanation for what's happening.
I could have sworn that she did.
I mean, when I looked at the top down, it did not look like that was what's going on. Like that looks.
Their
like
conversation, I thought,
this is 1.
indicated that they did though.
Like this is a really. Big
I mean, I agree
1.
with you that it doesn't look real, but
it's. That would explain the no push. It would
Yeah.
explain a lot of what's going on here.
oh, maybe when Gorgon came and attacked her. No, he doesn't
Maybe
have a
what they
push on his.
agreed on is that she was within 2 of the building.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Well, they are playing it as 7-7, so Conan has gotten
I
3
mean,
points.
I
and
think
Curtis
she's
is-
not on the point, and I think that's what's going on.
I think you must be right.
Yeah, it explains so much of what happened.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it also explains why Conan didn't push her. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
if she's not on the point, I'm not. I like who cares?
Yeah. You're right. Okay, Jane's activating, which is correct, no question. She remains stunned, so she has some power issues. I guess the stun is probably why Curtis was
Yeah,
considering
and
not bracing to get the stun off of her.
The other reason to not throw her is to not push her is because she's standing inside of a taunt.
Oh, true. Good call. Yeah, which is what he's measuring now.
He's charging.
She's charging
outside
out
of
of the taunt.
inside of punching. What's his name?
Man, that extract is just not getting picked up. Okay, so she backed out, punching Hulk, who has cover.
I don't super understand why we're punching Hulk.
Okay, so she's throwing him.
Oh, she's just gonna try to throw it.
She
gonna
got
try to kill Sam.
mad skull block. Yeah,
Bonk.
thrown into cap. And then she's probably going to spend her after that.
All right,
So
blocks 1, lives on 1.
She can lightning bolt if she has the power for it, which it looks like she has 6 power, so she definitely does.
Does Conan there have sack?
Well, he might die to the trigger anyway, but
Yeah, you sack it to Sam.
oh, sack it to Sam. Yeah, good call, of course. Yeah,
You go, Sam's dead.
yeah. You're so right. So I think the macro plan here for Curtis is that later in the turn, his Black Panther and or his Shang are going to come back to the center to try to win that and keep points parity. Because Conan is definitely going to pick up that extract at some point, right? He has to.
Well, I mean, if Sam dies.
Oh, if Sam dies, there's no good choice. I mean, does his... No, his Gorgon doesn't have an extract. I think his Gorgon can walk up and take that.
Yeah, this Gorgon, walk over here and then maybe still get a charge this way.
Yeah.
We are not judges.
Yeah, just call for a judge if you need it. Yeah. They were just asking his cover is optional for those.
It is a dice mod.
Yeah.
And almost every dice mod, is a thing you can choose to do or not do. But yes, in this case, cover optional.
So she is spendering Sam. Conan declares dice.
Big.
Better roll. That's at least 6 with 2 crits coming. 6.
So Curtis just chose to attack Sam here?
I think he just didn't want to deal with the sack, maybe. Because the AoE is not guaranteed, right? It's a trigger. So there's a chance if he attacked Hulk that he just doesn't actually get the explosion.
Yeah, and getting material off the board, especially material as strong as Sam. Because also Sam will walk, pick this up, and then charge over here and like still manage to do some work.
Yeah, totally.
And like
okay.
score 2 points.
Yeah. So Sam is gone, and Gorgon and Hulk did take the 2-point explosion. I think
It's
that gave
2 points?
Yeah, it's 2 damage.
What the?
And it's to allies too, though.
Damn, I hate Asgard.
Or is it allies or just her? I can't remember. But
No, I think it's both.
yeah. Anyway, unfortunately, I think that was giving Hulk a die. Like he's now over the 4-point threshold. But
Oh yeah, if he has sack and he targets Hulk, he could put it on Gorgon and maybe
well,
get
Gorgon
out.
was in range.
Yeah,
like
Gorgon
was in range either way.
Gorgon
so
also took the damage, so
yeah, it's
I
just
think
about
it's
whether
either way.
he was hit the trigger.
Nice try, Eric. Fake Eric, who doesn't know how to spell his own name. I'm watching you.
So yeah, I mean Curtis is like his dream. His belief system is built on that middle point right now. In order for him, because he's winning the bottom, obviously.
I mean, yeah, I guess he does. Because like if if Cap activates here and kills the hidden Shang,
Yeah,
which is like not
crazy, totally.
insane for him to do, especially because he's on 2 and you have 2 guaranteed throws. It's
Yeah.
just about. Actually, I think you need the first one to do damage because otherwise you're gonna get thrown away. But
Yeah, but I think if he does that, he loses tempo up top, and Curtis's Gorgon might be
But
able
like
to
even
do
if that
something.
happens, you have Panther to like walk,
Yeah,
pounce,
exactly.
push off the point, and then win that bottom point.
And I think maybe I'm wrong. We'll see what these guys do. But I think if Conan doesn't activate his Gorgon now, I think Curtis's Gorgon is going to try to kill Conan's Gorgon. And I think if he succeeds at that, since he took 2 damage, so he's on 4 HP, if he succeeds at that, I think Curtis is actually in control because Conan runs out of models that can like do stuff with the points up there, you know? So, but if either Gorgon kills the other Gorgon, I think the person who killed the Gorgon is doing really good. So I think that's more important than what Steve would do down there, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to say that Conan at least is agreeing with me because he just mumbled to himself, if I fail, that's really annoying, which I think is about the Gorgons hitting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a pretty exciting game, especially for a mirror. It's fun. This is
It
tight.
feels very footsies to me.
It is very footsies. So you don't like it, but I like it.
I mean, like, I actually enjoy playing footsies.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if footsies is fun to watch.
No, footsies is fun to watch. This is good because it's like, I think this is a good game because and illustrative of a lot of good tactics because someone got lucky turn 1 with how the dice went, but not so lucky that the game was over. Like it created an advantage for Conan that I think maybe we wouldn't have expected from before the dice were rolled, but it's not insurmountable, and they're both really trying to hold on. They're trying to get back in the game, get the game in their favor. So, okay, so Hulk activates.
Hulk's
so
activating here.
I think that's because he identified how important Curtis's
Gorgon
is, and he's like, my Gorgon might whiff, so Hulk has to go.
Yeah. Okay, Daz is asking if Avengers are replacing Luke with Gorgon now, and the answer is largely yes, because right now Hulk is the strongest character in the game, and so lists are either playing anti-Hulk tech or Hulk tech, but the best lists are playing Hulk and anti-Hulk tech.
Yeah.
Which Gorgon is.
Yeah, I think that's true, and I also think that I think to some extent he's taking Zemo's place more than Gorgon's because of the reserve member thing, and I think the reserve member letting Gorgon be even more likely to hit his triggers, especially the stagger on his spender, is just so nasty. It's like such a control thing. So I think that's. I mean, it's also about Luke Cage because they have the bodyguard thing, or the taunt.
And we're Hulk smashing on Gorgon.
Okay, so he did 3 damage to Gorgon with that first swing. That's a big roll from Conan. Oh. Oh, he
Gorgon
just barely
down.
gets him. Yeah. Okay, so he whiffs the throw because he dazes. Oh, he dies. He's right. I
KOs,
forgot.
remember he
I forgot
got
he was
spiked
yeah,
last
yeah.
turn.
Forgot he was dazed. Yeah.
Hulk throwing the terrain at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his spender is insane for a 3-threat. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Right. Throwing size 4s like automatically. Like a 3-threat displacing a size 4 is absurd.
So Jane took 1 damage from that size 2 throw in her, so she's still alive on 1.
All right, we're coming down to it.
So
I think this is. I think you're right. I think this is suddenly really favoring Curtis. I guess I was wrong about the macro play. You're right over here about this decision down here.
well, it's a little bit tougher because now Conan, by dazing Gorgon, Conan does have kind of just total control of the top of the map from our point of view, at least this turn.
But he has total control of the top of the map and is scoring nothing with that control.
Yeah, well, he should be able to score 2 with Gorgon, but yeah. Okay, so Shang is hitting Steve, which I think is right.
And then he spiked 4 onto him.
Yeah. Well, did he really get all 4? No, he did 3 damage. He blocked
Okay.
1. That's crazy through the using.
Well, remember he can't raise shields.
No, I know, but he still has
He
counts
still
blanks.
counts blanks.
Yeah.
But it's 3 dice.
Yeah.
He's as durable as.
And he hit the stagger also, and we now know what the
course he
stagger
did.
token looks like.
What a guy. I mean, I think you attack him again and turn the leadership off. You've got Chi Mastery in your pocket. Did he remember he was stunned? Yeah, he did.
Oh my god, might actually do. Okay. Okay, so he's Chi Mastering. And
Yeah,
okay,
okay,
and
so
Conan's responding with Recal.
Plays
Okay.
Chi Mastery to force the death, which forces Recal out.
And Steve lives.
Steve lives, but is staggered.
Yeah. And probably about to get pushed too.
All right.
So Steve went from dying to taking no damage on the second attack, but he did still take 3 damage. So he's
on the first one, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
on
first strike
3.
is big.
Oh, and I think there's a chance Curtis
Recal's
pushed him out of line of sight of Shang. If he managed to do that, then that was nasty.
Why
Like,
is that nasty at all?
Because Steve is staggered.
Steve ignores line of sight.
Oh, fuck, right. The stupid shield. Yeah,
But
never
also,
mind.
I think you just.
Okay, Conan's Shang is activating. I think he does. So, okay, it looks like he's considering at least trying to get both Jane and Shang-Chi
Steve?
down. I'm not sure what that last measurement was, but
It's charge.
yeah, I guess.
That's
Shang-
like, so he's thinking about dancing off of Jane and then charging onto
Yeah.
the point.
Yeah, and he was asking if Curtis had 0 power on Shang, which he does, so he's pretty defenseless compared to.
Do you think trading Chi Mastery for a Recal there is good?
I think that almost no matter when you use Chi Mastery, it was going to get recalled, and at least this way, the stagger happened anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say. Wow, blocks 4. Jane stays alive. Jane tanks that hit, stays alive, still alive on 1.
All right. And we're surfing.
Yeah, and now he. So Conan's Shang pays to walk rather than push Jane, of course.
I think
now
this is
he's
correct because you got to get the Shang off the point. Oh, get wrecked.
That's a funny catch.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
So Steve's leadership. So listeners can't hear us, but Steve's leadership says the first superpower you use each turn is discounted by 1 because Shang danced
Yeah.
with for his 1-cost superpower. That used up the discount, and the discount is -1.
Yeah.
So he got no benefit out of the leadership.
Yeah.
Haha.
Okay. Shang takes 1 from Shang and lives. I think he was alive on 2. Yeah. Oh, and then he's patching up Steve. That's why he wanted to go over there.
Oh, okay.
bleh.
All right.
Curtis throws up in his mouth.
I mean, he played 2 cards to keep Steve staggered.
Yeah,
Steve
I mean, he's
alive.
out of, yeah, Conan is out of tactics.
Because he staggered him on the first attack, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
And
maybe.
I think Curtis is holding patch up, and is that Matrix? Is that Recal? I think it is. I think I was wrong about Curtis having sacrifice. I think he has patch up.
Little rewind timer here on using the trigger.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe they set it in time and they're just doing it out of order.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Gorgon and Steve left to go on Conan, and Curtis has those 2 guys in the corner who are holding the extracts, Black Panther and Steve. And, I mean, Black Panther, like, if Curtis decides to go to the center, he's pretty safe to do so because Hulk is already activated, and Gorgon has a lot of work to do for Conan.
All right. Looks like Steve ends up stepping out.
Huh.
I
didn't
don't like this at all.
I didn't follow that resolution. I'm not sure whether.
I think he's off the point.
Okay.
He's in range but off the point.
Oh. Okay, so. Okay, so Conan's Shang got dazed, and now it's ricocheting into Conan's Steve, who is boosting his defense dice, of course. 4. 2 through, even with counting blanks, and boosted defense dice.
I don't. If he actually stepped off this point, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I agree. We
Because
really,
like Panther just wins this point automatically.
yeah, and surely
Panther has
he doesn't
a power,
want Black Panther to
so
stay there.
Panther
I don't,
has 1 power.
That
so
might have been a
walk
lazy
pounds.
measurement mistake, but I'm just not willing to say that Curtis would make a lazy
No,
measurement
it
mistake.
wasn't. He held the stick.
Yeah.
Conan. Yeah.
They're checking if Gorgon's within 2 of Jane. I think he is not.
He's not because remember she charged to just outside of taunt. Otherwise, none of those attacks in the Hulk would have happened.
Wow.
Or in the
He charges over there, so I think we're again not picking that extract up top.
Interesting. So that's Conan going. He doesn't think he's going to win on points.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And again, saying that denying points is more important. than
Jane
scoring
again
them.
survives the charge, but Gorgon has another attack. Can't see Conan's dice, unfortunately. But she's alive. She's alive. Insane.
I mean, those are just 5-die attacks.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of those have gone into her now. And there was a 6 from Shang, but anyway.
Yeah. All right, Jane
And
hanging out.
yeah, both of the people in the middle who are contesting the middle point, Jane and Gorgon, are healthy. So that is, again, a neutral point, which
I
is wild.
really don't like this play.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean,
unless we misheard and he is on this point. If he is on,
do you think Black Panther can hit Gorgon?
doesn't look like he is though.
No, I don't think he is. Do you think Black Panther can hit Gorgon and then pounce back onto this point? No, right?
No,
It's not far
this
enough.
is-
It's way too
This
far.
is short. Doesn't work.
Yeah, because it's short on a small base. Yeah, there's no way. Okay. Yeah, then I agree. I don't like it either. It's very kind of. So it's going to be. I mean, I think Curtis.
He's looking at it.
Either by. Yeah. He's.
I guess it's like literally because I don't think you can travel between 2 points on a short.
I don't think it would either. I
But
don't.
like
It's,
Gorgon is closer than
his stick is close, but I don't think that works. And Black Panther doesn't have anything longer than range 2, right? Okay. Yeah. I mean, he wins a point either way, though. Like, by going to the center, he still wins a point. So I think this is going to be probably Curtis going up 1 point, I think.
Yeah, I just like it more if Steve's still standing at this point and does nothing with his actions or.
I mean, but dazing Shang worked out. But I mean,
Did he daze Shang?
Yeah, he dazed the Shang on,
he
the, on
did?
the left. So I mean, Cap America
My
is still
bad.
going to pick that point up, but yeah. Oh, push, yes.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So he
The
wins
Panther
point
thing
with
always pushes.
Yeah, always push. Right. And he's hoping that he can.
Pounce back on.
Yeah, I don't think he can though. That looks way too long to me. He's trying. No, that's no way. No way.
Actually, I don't know. That's like maybe some way. That's
No,
less.
I can see
glare.
less. Yeah. He's got to go on a straight line. I think there's no dice.
I think.
He's in? I think they just agreed he's in. That's fucking crazy to me.
All right.
1 is the longest 1 inch ever measured.
Then
Then
I
it's
guess,
a god
I guess
play.
I guess I agree with the lie. I
Yeah,
guess Curtis is just a better player than I am.
It's a fucking god play if that works out. But like, what the hell does that range 3 matter? Oh, it's Shang's defenses. It's not between the two Shangs. It's making sure that he
doesn't turn.
So he walks back on and staggers. So 4 points for Curtis, and 2 for okay. I will update the scoreboard. So 2 for Conan, 4 for Curtis, and I mean Curtis has
That's
the
I was disagreeing with those lines
Well,
all the way down, but I apparently don't know my.
he got so much off of Jane living that long. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean he would still be up by 1 point if she
It's just
died in
the
Gorgon's
amount of
activation,
resources
but
allocated.
Yeah, totally. He's getting so much money here.
Like
she's
her being
still-
alive here doesn't matter that much, but it's just
Yeah.
like it's her getting to absorb that many actions out of Conan's team when he got to deny him Sam's entire activation as well.
Yeah. Yeah, both of his Shang and Jane are very in danger, though they are healthy. But he's almost certainly gonna not get to activate one of those guys.
And also, it's essentially guaranteed that Curtis either wins this turn or has another turn to play.
Definitely has another turn to play. I don't think he can get 5 points here because one of Shang and Jane is going down.
Yeah, I think
But-
I'm mostly saying that Conan can't win from this position.
I agree with that.
So
definitely.
it means
Yeah.
that Jane is going to get to activate again,
Yes, I agree with that. Definitely.
or Curtis is not going to care because
Yeah.
Curtis will win.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's like a possibility here.
Oh, good call, Connor. The last card is Wisdom of the Ancestors, probably.
Oh, it's Wisdom of the Answer. Yeah, I think you're right.
Because the card that we couldn't read was Chi Mastery.
Yeah, right. Good call.
So Wisdom of the Ancestors.
It's funny because like we have these nice high quality cameras, but probably the people watching from home actually can see better than us because they have
we're
a
on
bigger
little
screen.
Yeah. Watching on
Um,
their plasma or whatever.
Yeah.
We're crouched on our little travel setup.
So if we're activating Jane, she only has 3 power and she's stunned, so she's probably not going to get to use a spender and a charge. I think to some extent, she wants to draw people up, would be my thinking. Like maybe actually go pick that extract up, knowing she's going to die. But yeah, then there's this other line where she can. I mean, she could get within 3, but she can't afford the 4 range thing, so she can't get around Shang-Chi's defenses. So this is a little tough. I don't know. And she doesn't have a mystic attack, so she's not great at hitting flipped
She's
Captain
got
America.
I don't know. I think walk, throw the car at Shang is like pretty.
Oh,
gosh
I
darn
forgot
tempting.
about throwing the card.
The throw costs 3 on her.
The charge costs 3. Yeah.
Yeah, so she needs to do damage both times.
Yes, she needs to do. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, she needs both attacks to deal damage, which is rough. These are 2 tanky ass models. And also he could bodyguard, like Conan can bodyguard. Cap bodyguards the Shang-Chi attack and adds dice. And he's also going to have cover.
Mm-hmm.
These dice trays are like shifting away from our camera.
I don't know if Jane is a better splash in a Hulk than Namor. Namor has fallen like pretty out of fashion, at least at this event. There's only 9 Namors on 24 teams.
So she got 1 damage into Captain America off the bodyguard, but very crucially got the throw.
Yeah.
So should I ask Pat to move the camera so it can see the? No, never mind. It's part of the whole picture. Never mind. I forgot.
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Okay.
How we can't see the dice trays anymore.
Oh, something's bumped or they've moved
Yeah.
the dice trays.
Yeah. Okay. So Jane gets no damage on Zhang this time. It does get the throw, but doesn't get the power to throw the truck.
Yeah.
So.
But the 1 damage here isn't like it's not nothing.
And I mean, if that's colliding with, it's
I mean,
colliding
they were
with,
almost base contact.
yeah. So
Before.
Cap's touch. Imagine if he just dies here. That would be huge. It looks like he's gonna be okay. Yeah, he takes 2. So Captain America took 2, and he took 1 before, so he should be alive on 1. Captain America's alive on 1.
He's on 3.
He has 6 on the back.
He got patched up to full, didn't he?
Yeah, but then he took 2 from Shang-Chi last turn, and then 1 from this first attack, and then 2 from the collision.
Okay.
I think he's taken 5.
I think he's taken 3, but I don't remember the 2 damage.
Okay, and she just did a pathetic little patch up on Shang to take him to having 3 HP left. Curtis.
Yeah.
Sorry, Curtis did that.
Yeah.
Conan has already played patch up. Wow, this is tight. This is tight because now this is kind of the first time that Hulk gets to be Hulk, like,
Yeah, Hulk has full access to his kit.
and he can actually, yeah, he has full access to his kit, and a jump will get him to hit stuff, right? Like he doesn't have to spend a move. He's not staggered, you know. So he actually will get to attack twice here. Also, that I mean, it doesn't really matter because she's about to
this
daze.
is
But
also kind of scary because, like, it's not likely, but it's not totally unlikely that Hulk whiffs this attack into Shang-Chi and his activation's done.
God, that would be. I mean,
The
that would be
fact
good.
that the
That would be
size
good.
is unlimited on that is ridiculous.
Yeah. This is also, I mean, God, this macro is really good for Curtis if he can just get the dice to go even, because now finally the fight is coming over to him, and he can just walk past if he wants. He can just start taking points on the north with Black Panther going infinity miles, or he can smack these guys up. There's a lot of vulnerability here. I think, yeah, I think after the turn, from turn 3 to turn 4, I'm now for the first time putting tiny amounts of money on Curtis.
I think this game has been leading Curtis since the Gorgon exchange.
The Gorgon exchange. They don't teach that in history classes
Yeah,
anymore.
absolutely. Deza and Vodka are talking about if Namor is busted or not, and why he's kind of fallen out of favor. And I think a lot of it has to do with Thanos and Thor too being nerfed, and him being a good answer, a good, honest, clean answer to those two things.
Yeah, I actually thought.
And
Oh, go ahead.
Stagger affects Hulk, but not like it affects other kaijus.
I was going to say something sort of similar. I feel like there was a question about like Jane as versus Thor. Jane versus Namor against Hulk. I think Namor is more meaningful against Thor 2 than he is against Hulk, and I think Jane is better against Hulk because I think not being able to throw Hulk pretty consistently makes him a liability in a lot of ways that Namor can't do. Like he can control Hulk a little bit, but he can't really like ruin other people's lives using Hulk,
Right.
you know?
And he doesn't really threaten to kill Hulk.
Also true. Yeah, whereas Jane can actually
Jane
do
has
that.
a lot more damage than Namor does.
And the ways that people plays around Hulk with like bodyguards or dice boosts and stuff, that makes them more vulnerable to Jane, both because of the throw and because of the lightning explosion. So
I agree.
yeah.
I think the people that were crying that Namor's broken didn't know how to play into Namor, or were just liking to play their things that were more broken than Namor and hated that Namor pooped on them.
I do think Namor's good, but yeah, I don't
He's
think
absolutely
he's
good.
I don't think he's broken.
I don't
And
think he needs adjusted at all.
And I don't think he's like as crucial to the metagame in general now as he was like around LVO, like pre-Crisis Swap and pre-nerfs to Thanos and stuff.
All right. Hop by Conan.
Okay. Asks if Jane is size 2. I think he wants to
I think
throw
you, I
one
think
of
you
these
throw,
guys
I
into
think
the
you
other
throw
one.
first here.
Yeah.
For when you're.
Yeah, I think he should throw if he. Yeah, assuming he's not in range of those terrain, which I'm pretty sure he's not. He should throw Jane into Shang because that gets around Shang's defensive stuff and like.
You think so? Okay, so like the issue is. Jane's on what, 2 or?
She should be on 1 unless
She's on 1. Okay,
yeah,
so she has 8 currently.
Or no,
6
she's taking
current?
6.
She's taking 6.
Is she 8 on the
I think
front?
she's 8 on the front.
Oh, I think you're right. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I think I misremembered her. Let me just check really quick. Jane.
Yeah, I don't know which direction you do this throw in.
No, you're right. She's 8 and 6. That's what it was. So I remembered she was 14, but I thought she was 7-7. Yeah, so she's got 2 left. Okay.
Because neither of these
Oh,
kill
okay.
the other
Yeah,
character.
nobody dies from the 1 damage throw. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God! What is this? He's walking. Oh,
going
he
for
wants to.
he wants access to the
yeah,
truck.
he wants to throw the truck. He just wants to throw the truck at Shang-Chi. He doesn't.
Right.
At Shang. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is. I like this.
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
better.
because he needs an
This is a lot
activation to
better.
go away.
It's
yeah.
really unintuitive to land here, in my opinion, but I
Yeah.
think this is correct.
I agree. So he's dazed. Shang takes 3 and is dazed. And then he makes 1 attack into Jane. Takes 2 and dazes.
Yep.
So she's out of there. So he did get both dazes. Wait, she only takes 1? Oh no. Oh, only gains 1. He was talking about the stun.
Yeah, stun.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I still think Curtis is up here, but this is. I mean, that was about.
This is a big turn for
Yeah.
for Conan. I do think I still would like if you could sit down on either side of the board. I think I would sit on Curtis's side.
Yeah, I agree with you. Where is Conan's extract? It's
on Hulk.
Okay. So this is what I'm saying. See, like now, all of this is paying off the fact that he's been that Curtis has been so careful with his extracts. Is now his extracts can leave. you know, and it's like, I think that's
How
big.
many hit points on this Gorgon?
Which Gorgon?
The only one on the table?
The other Gorgon has no hit points. I think I only see 3 damage on there, which would mean he has 3 left, and he's
Okay.
4/3/3, and no, and humans reroll and reserve members once.
I think Curtis was looking at a walk into a little pounce.
Yeah. I think Walk Pounce 1 attack probably gets him.
But the issue is that will be Panther scoring only his extract.
Right. Good
Right,
call.
that's no standing on secures for you. And if you whiff it, it's like Disaster Town.
Steve's Spender is also range 2, right? It's not range 3?
It's range 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because, I mean,
it has the auto throw on it, so he would have to do 2 damage, but there's no way that this gets there.
yeah, see, this is also why Gorgon's so good. He has displacement. If that was Zemo, he'd probably be doing more damage in the early game, but he would have no way to displace if Steve just walks to the center, right? So that's a big deal.
I think the thing that you're actually scared about is Gorgon walking here, picking this up, coming back over.
Yeah, I think
Sitting.
Curtis has definitely identified the most important target right now, which is just to get Gorgon to stop doing stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that all? Like, what Conan has these 2 models.
Yeah.
That's it.
So he just needs his own Steve to not get nuked off the face of the earth in 1 activation, basically.
Yeah, I think I like the walk pounce here, see where you land, and decide whether you're making this attack or not.
It looks like he's good. Yeah, he tanks. So
The issue is
Gorgon,
you're not going to have mantle if you have to make the attack.
is that true? Oh yeah, he only got 1 power.
Yeah, and he spent the 1 power on the pounce.
Okay, so he's just walking now. He's just like, it's about.
So did Gorgon just laugh the whole thing off?
Yeah, he took no damage from the pounce. He's still attacking though. He still decides to attack. That is not.
Well, these dice trays having moved. Oh, you've
Yeah,
got
he
him over there.
tanks.
You can see him.
I can see him a little bit better. Yeah. So Gorgon gets pushed, but he takes no damage again. So that was a pounce and a Black Panther attack with no mantle, no damage.
All right.
Okay, this is getting tighter now.
I actually think this push is actually really relevant though, because he doesn't get here in 1 walk, which means he's
Yeah, he
probably
can't.
limited. His
Yeah, he can't walk, pick up,
his
and walk back.
impact by a point. So like Panther's still netting himself a point by doing that.
So I think Conan should get 4 points, probably. The 2 bottom secures, unless he screws something up, and 1. The 2 bottom secures.
How is Conan going to get the 2 bottom secures?
Because Shang-Chi will just double walk over there.
This is Conan's Shang.
No. Oh, did I say Curtis? I meant Conan.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Conan's points. I think Conan can get 4 points here, and yeah, I mean, Gorgon is getting a point. He's just sort of deciding where he's going to do. Yeah, he just walks there. That's fine. Makes sense because then he keeps cover and stuff for next turn. Oh, and he's Spender and Panther.
Walk Spender Panther.
Yeah, because he's going to throw Panther back to his team, and might do some damage, some serious damage.
Yeah, if he can get it into Jane. Oh no, Jane's already dazed, but I mean he can get the contact.
Takes 2, and then he's going to be thrown.
Gorgon reroll, fishing for the stagger. Oh, and he picks up the stagger.
Dude.
Huge.
That is crazy.
That's bigly. I mean, on the plus side, Panther is in. Oh no, wait, he's about to be thrown. Never mind. He's not in a good position.
He's not going to take another damage from this, though. But
No.
yeah. I
But
mean,
he's going to have his options pretty severely limited.
that's true. I do think, though, that, like, Conan cannot, like, he should not go out of his way to hit Black Panther more this turn. Like, he's close enough that you could do, like, a shield throw, but, oh, I guess Shang-Chi could charge and then back up.
Well, it's also like the extract on him is relevant.
Yeah, that's true. Man. Yeah, Curtis's extracts went from being pretty safe to not being safe. He could try to...
And also keep in mind that like Shang ignores the blanks on Panther.
Shang ignores the blanks. Explain that to me.
It doesn't work on Mystic.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Yes. I mean, I think, so Curtis could move Steve to the middle and therefore be bodyguarding Black Panther.
I just think that's so risky to move Steve before Shang goes.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
maybe
true.
you have to because you have. Is that his only model left?
It is his only model left. I mean, he can pass here, but yeah. And then the problem with doing that is that probably means that Steve gets pushed off the mid because with Shang's 1-inch punch thing. So, oh my God, he actually wants to go for kills here.
I think this is pretty good if he can get this.
So Steve's got 1 HP. And Shang only has taken 1 damage, I think, maybe 2.
So yeah, like walk spender here is like I don't know, it's interesting.
Is his spender any direction?
Yes.
Okay, well then I do think that is good, but he decides not to. Yeah, I mean I think it makes sense because he's gonna eat a full. He would probably eat a full dim mac or whatever it's called from Shang-Chi if he walked over there, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, and he's got an extract is like the reason to
exactly.
not go for that.
Okay, and so he looks like he's backing up as much as he can to just not be pushed up the middle, but the other one's still good. Okay, other one is still going. Yeah, okay. People at home, Schmid won his game in this matchup, and Johnny is still playing, and obviously the game we're watching is still playing, so it's 1-0 in Meatman's
What models
favor.
did Schmid win with?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's go. My Midnight Suns. Schmid's using my models today because his models are MIA. Developing story.
We'll keep you posted as the day goes on.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty rough that he felt like he had to activate there. I totally understand why he did, but now it means that Conan gets 2 uninterrupted activations with 2 good models, and at least gets...
I don't think he can stop these points. I think he actually limits the amount of damage his team takes.
Wow, I'm pretty surprised he didn't try to make 1 attack, like a charge with Shang and then back up. I guess he thinks that Steve can't get to the right point.
Charge with Shang into who?
Oh, he's into Black Panther. And
Okay,
then back up.
That was Steve that just activated.
Oh, that was Steve that just activated. I'm a genius. Okay, so never mind. I'm just stupid. I just got confused with the model.
This is flip Shang-Chi though, right?
Yeah.
He can't back up.
Oh, he can't back up. Yes. Oh, I wonder if
He loses his mobility tools on the backside.
He's attacking Black Panther.
Well, why isn't... I don't like this.
Yeah, why is it into Black Panther and not...
Yeah, into Steve for the points.
Yeah, because he can push him, right?
Oh, no, remember you can attack into Panther and you
can you can push.
model.
Either way you push, yeah.
Because the
and
model's
he still has,
broken,
and he still has the push on the back, right?
Forgetting how they didn't balance Shang-Chi at all.
Steve takes 1. What's his second choice? Oh, it's like the heal, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he spends to push away. Yep. So he's going to get 5 points, 4 secures, and an extract. He being Conan. That's a turn. So 5 for Conan, and I think 3 for...
5 for? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 4 secures and 1 extract.
1, 2, 3 for... yeah, so does that mean that Conan takes the lead? No. No. Wait.
It's only 2 for...
It's only 2?
For Curtis.
Oh, right, because he got pushed off the point.
He's only got the 2
Wait,
extracts.
no, he has... Oh, yeah, he has 2 extracts. Yeah, no points. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, wow, Conan takes it back. Conan's up 1 point, 14-13. It's turn 5. And we're actually... I mean, so when I talked about clock earlier and you were saying that, like, clock barely matters for Marvel, I do think that's true in general, but also this is, like... Steve 1 versus Steve 1. I kind of think this is like the type of matchup that actually does hit clock.
The more like Gordian not defensive tech, the more you burn each other's clocks.
Yeah, exactly. And so you guys can see, right? Yeah. The stream can see
7 minutes and 9 minutes.
Yeah. So I mean, Curtis has like a 2-minute lead, and Conan. Okay, clock's on. Curtis.
All right. So Jane's your biggest impact activation that you're likely to lose.
Yes. She doesn't have a lot of money, though. She only got $2.
Panther, not super likely to do stuff.
Are you sure about that? I mean, he can pounce into Shang-Chi and try to make something happen. Or he could go down to Steve and try to finish him off.
The issue is like if he doesn't get Shang, his activation doesn't do anything.
Yeah. But it's also tough because Jane doesn't have an extract. But she's only 6 HP now. So, yeah, there's a lot of tension here.
Yeah.
How much would Shang-Chi have to do? So Curtis's Shang-Chi has 4 power. He needs 5 to dim max somebody. So I mean, he could charge, and if he gets 2 damage in the stagger, then he's going to activate like Hulk. But
yeah, I mean, without 3 more power and Chi mastery, it seems pretty tough.
Yeah,
I think the play is you activate either Shang or or Jane here, and you play Wisdom of the Ancestors, and you hope that keeps Panther alive.
Yes.
Because then Panther blocks on 5 faces.
Right.
And if you can either activate or kill Hulk, the likelihood that Panther dies is pretty low. I mean, I guess he doesn't block on 5 faces versus Shang, but
Okay.
I don't know what you can do. I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we just heard. I think Meatman just won. I think what Conan was saying is that he just heard that Johnny also won his game. So I think this game does not.
I thought he said it's all going to come down to this.
No, he said I hoped it all came down to this.
Oh.
He said it's 1-1. I hoped it was 1-1 and it all came down to this. So I think.
I think Meatmen are advancing regardless.
Oh, okay.
We'll get sweepy for you, buddy.
Yeah. I think. Okay, so I think the round is actually decided, folks. I think Meatmen are.
Well, there's a really easy way to solve this by tabbing over to the
Well,
Shanks.
Johnny takes forever to put his games in. Hey, Johnny, if you're listening back to this, put your game in. Okay, so we're pouncing Steve. That was the play I was looking at, just
This is
because
walk pounce into Steve.
Yeah, just because it gets Black Panther out of the way. So he's gone. Steve's gone, and now the point here just. Yeah.
Yeah, not spending his other action.
Yeah, Curtis, you could have backed up further.
Yeah,
I don't know that mattered. I think it did, though. It looks like
it does.
if he got to the back of
here
it,
instead,
Shang-Chi would only be able to make one attack, like walk charge, I think. Damn.
I also think he's in danger of being hop punched by Hulk.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Because he definitely didn't roll another attack while we were yammering. But Shang's charging. Conan's Shang is charging.
Costs 2 now. Haha. Get out of here, Steve. Your Steve
Oh, yeah,
cheaty
Steve's
power
gone.
thing.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, Panther was staggered from last turn.
Oh,
we're just bad at paying attention.
Well, they both put it on the
freaking cards. These freaking
Ah.
animals.
Okay, so he's going into Curtis's Steve, which makes sense. It's another extract holder. And Steve flips. He takes 4.
His trigger from his balanced ability heals him 1.
Yep. Yeah, he takes 4.
And he picks up the extract and he walks over.
Yep.
That looks like Conan's scoring 4 minimum.
Yeah. Well, Jane can get over to where Shang just went. Like, even with just the power she has, she can walk and charge and I think hit that guy because it's range 3. Okay, but it looks like she wants to go into Gorgon instead. Gorgon's definitely the easier target to actually kill and get an activation out of the way.
Yeah.
One of those poor fellows, Curtis's Shang or Curtis's Jane, is going to have to face tank a Hulk.
I think Curtis is in a bad way now. I don't see. Okay, so Curtis looks like he's scoring 2 here, maybe.
Yeah.
And he has to outscore by 1.
Yep.
And I think Curtis is going to struggle to get more than 4 points.
I think, well, okay, so if he kills Gorgon here, then Shang-Chi just has to live through Hulk stuff. And if he does, then I think he's in a good spot, actually. But, because then Conan, so if Gorgon goes down here.
Let's walk, throw the terrain at Gorgon. And then she's just going to go stand on the point, I guess.
Takes
He
1.
lives. Just a normal attack into him. Oh, boy.
She spikes.
Five to 3, 2
And
going
he
through, killing
exactly
Gorgon
gets
exactly.
Gorgon off the board.
I still don't think that's maybe
Or
it is.
dazes? Oh, I guess that Gorgon has never been dazed, so I'm losing track of Gorgons.
It's essentially the same.
Yeah. So, I mean, so Conan can only score... oh, no, you're right. He can score 4 because Hulk is also holding an extract.
Yeah.
4. I mean... Hulk has to activate. Hulk just needs to not get pushed off of a point by Shang-Chi. So
He can't
Shang-Chi
be
has
pushed
to
off a point by Shang-Chi. It's 3 size 3 or less.
Oh, it's size 3 or less, yeah.
It's only the defensive mechanic that
Yeah,
can move
right.
bigger.
Right. Okay.
Punch and Shang, paying for Wild Goose.
Yeah,
I think you should just come over here, thrown this guy off the point, stood on a point, and then he has to die to lose.
Oh. Yeah, because do you think from right there Shang could walk charge Shang? I don't think so.
I think he can put him in a place where he can prevent Hulk from getting on a point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hulk
Is
still
this
has.
push not away? Is Hulk's push not away?
I think it's away. No, he did Hulk smash. He's doing a spender, so it's a throw.
It's a throw, and
Yeah,
the throw is any direction on
Yeah.
smash?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So the issue here is like he can
it's
maybe
any
prevent Hulk from standing on a point.
I don't think that's true because he still has a leap. He has a leap and another action.
He gets to walk short and place Hulk within one of himself.
I know.
After
I mean, I
wild
think
goose.
I think he might not get his second attack though, but I don't think that matters.
You don't think if he comes this way, he can put Hulk like here?
Oh. Yeah, I guess maybe he can make it so that he can only stand on the point that Gorgon. Well, but he could still stand on the Gorgon point. I think no matter where he goes, walk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think these guys are realizing that Curtis loses either way though, because now his Shang is definitively too far away from Conan's Shang, so can't change the points enough to matter.
Yeah, because of the stagger.
Yeah, because he just got,
And
and especially
when,
he
like,
just got staggered. Yeah.
And then
If Steve had lived through that attack, then
yeah.
But yeah, damn. Well, as soon as I put money on Curtis, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't actually, but
I mean,
as soon
never
as I
count-
said I
never
would,
count Conan out.
I mean, yeah, these are both really excellent players. Totally. I mean, Conan could spend 4 minutes thinking about his last action with Hulk and lose on
Oh,
time.
that's true.
I mean, I don't think he's going to, but he could. It's amazing the number of staggers that went out. And yeah, you're right, King Mark. Yeah, Panther had stagger. That's why he didn't use the
Yeah.
second action. Yeah. And there's,
We're just the freaking.
yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy how much stagger this team puts out.
So he's gonna try to come over to the point to see if he can. Because he's gonna get thrown.
Yeah.
And just be unable to
Yeah.
affect the game in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all they wrote. Big swing back from Conan. Really well played.
Yeah, for real. He got the advantage,
You know what'd
and then it
be
felt like
really
he lost a
helpful right
little bit. What?
Avengers symbol.
That is true. If he had held Avengers Assemble this entire time, but he'd also be 1 point down. But I think that would
I
be
guess,
worth.
yeah.
Would Avengers Assemble from 12 points? Like if this was 14-12, would he have won? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Wow, what a game though.
All right, so that's gonna wrap that up. Can we confirm?
So 18 to 15 is the final score for Conan.
Can we confirm the winner of Conan and the Barbarians versus the Meatmen?
Yeah.
Because
I'll pull
we
it
know
up.
it's 1-1 at least.
Hey, Johnny won his game, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So the Meatmen won.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, for those keeping track at
So
home, Curtis
Meatmen
loses
advance.
this game, but the Meatmen advance. That's the power of friendship.
Do we know how the Muse game is going? Grip it
One. So we are going to have a
Muse.
finals between the Meatmen and the Grippets and the Rippets,
Right.
which is exciting. And I think those are two teams that everybody thought at least would do very well. So
Yep.
I think not totally surprising. And that'll be, yeah, thanks, dude. And that'll be, I think, casted by Nate and Pat. So
Yep.
tune in later.
Later.
Pat just made a weird shape with his hand, so maybe it will actually be one of me or Vince. But when is the next round? It's at 1:30? 1:30.
Yeah,
So
so-
in a little bit, so in 45 minutes, guys, come back to the stream in 45 minutes. And also watch all the ads in the interim.
Yeah, and also don't forget that second win tickets go on sale on Tuesday.
Yes, read the text that appears between streams and, be brainwashed by it and buy 40 tickets.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, guys.
Okay, cool.